Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Afro-Scientific Spirituality. My name is Ife West, and in this channel, we aim to separate the facts from the fictions about African spirituality, the science from the superstition, and the concept from the misconceptions. So, today's topic, we are going to be talking about the negative effects of oral sex on spirituality and negative effects of menstruation, having sex during menstruation on spirituality as well. As we all know, this is a very sensitive topic in the area of African spirituality. I don't believe that it has ever been discussed publicly before, and there have been so many speculations, so many talks, fears, taboos about these subjects, and it has been going around in whispers, in open whispers, all over Africa, especially West Africa. So today I want to bring this topic up for discussion because I grew up learning about this topic behind closed curtains, and I have spoken to so many practitioners, so many religious leaders, in different sects, in the Christian organizations, traditional organizations, even elders. And I've spoken to so many people, and we have actually conducted experiments. I personally have conducted experiments on this phenomenon to see the negative effects or the effects to see. I have done extensive research on this area. Research as in historical studies, documentations, checking of previous written literatures, all to find every evidence to prove the negative effects of these subjects. So today I'm going to jump right into it. The bone of contention is that most spiritualists believe that for a woman to have give oral sex to a man is okay. I have heard that so many places. So many of these spiritualists, traditionalists, it is okay for them to receive oral sex. But for them to give oral sex to a woman is a taboo. Many of them say it's an abomination, that it destroys the destiny of the man, and it weakens the destiny of the man, and also it can lead to the early death of such an individual. They say that it brings bad luck, it brings downfall, financial downfall of the participants or the specimen in this regard. So I grew up with this notion from a very young age. We have been hearing about this subject. Ever since I was growing up curious about sex, we were doing experimentations, asking so many people, how is this aspect of sexuality? Is it natural? Is it part of the whole process of the sexual exploration? So many people, religious people, claim that it is wrong. So I'm throwing this topic today. According to my own research, extensive research and study, and experiments that I have conducted on this subject, I have been able to come up with a conclusion that there is no evidence whatsoever that oral sex is dangerous or is inimical to your spirituality. I have only encountered two situations whereby this could be wrong, and it did not apply just to oral sex alone. It applies to the whole activity of having sex in general. These two situations I have encountered is when you are dealing with deities or venerating deities that are symbolic representation of the dead, or deities that are associated with war, protection deities for war. For instance, you are talking of deities that are in control of people that have passed away, when you're working with those kind of deities, some of them don't like their devotees to engage in sexual practices, especially within when they are present or within view of their temple or their shrine or their place of abode. They don't like it. Dealing with deities of war during the time of war, soldiers that want to fight or are in active duties, warriors in ancient times, they are to abstain from sex for a period of time so that they can be able to have more power, more focus on the war they are going to fight. And this is a very good practice. This doesn't have to, it's common sense. You don't have to be spiritual to know that if you are fighting a war, you need to be fully alert. That is not the best time to think of having sex. That is the time you are thinking of surviving. So for you to, during the wartime, to want to be engaging in sexual activities, it's like you are not really serious about that war you want to fight. You don't really want to survive. So I think that is a good idea for those deities to make their devotees abstain from sex during that period of time. Apart from those two instances, I don't really see anywhere any other deities that are against sex in general. Also, there are cases whereby you have to abstain from sex if you are passing through some spiritual ordeals, or there are some spiritual issues or matters you are working on, or something you want that you are praying for. You have to focus your energy, your spiritual, sexual energy. You have to abstain from sleeping with somebody else during that time to conserve that energy or to direct it to what you want, to manifest that into your life. There have been cases whereby people have to abstain from sex when they are fasting. Yes, there have been cases whereby people have to abstain from sex during certain rites and ceremonies. Yes, in order to be purified. And in the situation of maybe there's an epidemic, there's a sickness or disease going around the town, and people don't know what is the source or what is going on, you have to abstain from sex. Apart from that, I don't think that there's any particular deity out there that say that sex is bad for them. I believe that sex, the coming of the male and female union, is the origin of life. There is no human being today that did not come to this life through sexual activities. So I don't think sexual activities are bad to spirituality. In fact, in my own thinking, observation, it is the origin of spirituality. It is the source, the coming of the male and female, yes, union to produce new life on this planet. So I have done extensive experiment on this aspect, and I don't see anything wrong with sex. Rather, having the right partner and having a healthy sex life boosts your spirituality. And in the situation of oral sex, I don't see anything wrong with it. I have studied this phenomenon across different cultures. In the Asian culture, Indians, the white people, in many cultures in Africa, many of them, if not all of them, practice this oral sex, male and female aspects or people. It is very natural aspect of life, and there is no blockage or no negative effects on it, on your spirituality. So the notion that oral sex is not good to your spirituality, I think it is just a rumor, or it's just a myth or a lie that was created by early traditionalists, maybe to put down a certain gender for them to feel superior. Apart from that, I don't see anything wrong with it. It is a healthy way of having a good, fulfilled sexual life. When it comes to relationship, anything that the couples can do to spice up their relationship, I believe should be allowed within the confines of that relationship. Most of these men that talk about oral sex, that it is wrong, it is bad, they talk about this in public, they do it secretly. I have come to know that they do it and they enjoy it very well. So if you are a man and you enjoy having oral sex from a lady, I believe the lady too will enjoy having it from a man. And if there is anything wrong in a lady giving you oral sex, then there should be nothing wrong in you giving the lady oral sex if you really love that lady. If she giving you the oral sex does not destroy her life and her destiny, then you giving her will not destroy your life and your destiny as well. That is the way I see it. Then in the case of having sex during menstruation, I have checked through so many scientific journals, so many ancient Egyptian scrolls. These are scrolls dating back to 10, 20,000 years. I have not seen in any place in history that anybody have written down that sex with a woman during menstruation is dangerous to spirituality, is dangerous to the man. I have never seen it written in any book. I don't know where that lie came from. I also believe that this is a lie purported by maybe the early founders of religion, of the Abrahamic religions, to put down the gender, the female gender, to oppress the female gender, to make them feel inferior, to make them feel worthless. That is the way I see it. Because there is no scientific evidence to back that up in any journal. You can take this to the bank. So for that, I have seen that it is a misconception in African spirituality. It does not destroy your spirituality. It does not lead to the untimely death of the man. It does not make a certain blessing that want to come to you to divert from coming to you. It does not do that. As far as both of you are in a healthy relationship and you love each other, I think nothing is wrong with having sex during that time. Contrary, according to real spiritual gnosis, that is the right time for manifestation, the right time to have sex when couples want to manifest something, when the woman is on her period. That is the time that she's most connected to her spirituality. That is where she's most connected to the forces of the universe. So that is where she can actually change reality and bring things into practical manifestation. So that is what I discovered in this research. And I have conducted extensive experiments on this very subject so many times to see that if this negative effect will happen to me, it will actually stop something from coming to me. It has not stopped anything good from coming to me. As you can see, I am still alive and my life is moving very far and going very well and everything is working fine. And I've also seen many other spiritualists too that have come out to say the same thing. I have interviewed them and they have also conducted their experiments. They have said that nothing is wrong with it. So where did this lie came from? This lie, the first time it was ever written in history, you can trace it to the inception of the Abrahamic religions. They are the ones that took over from spirituality. They are the ones that started this lie of the woman is dirty, the woman is impure, the woman cannot speak in public. Everything to just suppress the feminine energy. Every little excuse. They are the ones that created this mentality, this philosophy. And the rest of the traditionalists took it upon themselves to spread it out to the whole of Africa. And it's still going on today. I see so many traditionalists having this mindset. For me, it's pure hypocrisy. And it does not make sense. So we should stop it. And stop saying that the woman is impure, blaming the woman for everything that happens to you. It is not good. We should change that mentality. If they have a scientific evidence to prove the contrary, they should bring it out. Until then, don't keep repeating lies that have been repeated by your ancestors. You are repeating the same lies again and again and again, claiming it to be true. We know that it's not true. So This is my finding on the subject, and this is my take on this subject. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to write them below the video. I'll be happy to hear them as well. And also, I want to tell you about the book that I've written. There is a link under this video to download your free copy of the book on African Spirituality on Quantum Physics, the second edition. And also as well, there's a link to the Metaphysical Study Group. If you are interested in talking about spiritual matters, the interrelationship between science and spirituality, we have a group on WhatsApp where we regularly discuss issues of that. You can click the WhatsApp link below this video and you can join the discussion. Also too, I have a shop that we sell spiritually inspired design clothes, and it's a very good outlet. We have so many wares and apparels and every kind of thing that you like for household items, decorations, posters, you name it, all of them are there in the shop. You can also check it as well. And please subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, and tell your friends about African scientific spirituality. This is where we are going to separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstition, and the concept from the misconceptions. So I hope that we have been able to clear this up today. I wish you a very wonderful day, and I hope I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.